Okay, sorry about that. We had a phone call and we had to answer and stuff. But yeah, our point, like with Brad telling you guys about me being misdiagnosed and them saying I had chlamydia when I didn't at all, it was a UTI, is be really careful and trust your gut instinct when you're in a hospital or in a physician's office and it doesn't feel right. You know, it doesn't feel right, and you know they're telling you that. And I remember when the nurse came in and said that you know they had the lab results, and the doctor would be in, and the doctor came in and told us that. And I remember looking at him and going, "No, I don't.
Yeah.
I have a UTI. I have a history of UTIs. You know, you need to." What I say, you need to read the lab results again or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And he got huffy and turned on his heel, and then about half an hour later he sent the nurse back in and said, yeah, it's a UTI, and then, you know, we went on our merry way. But can you imagine, I mean, Brad and I, we were engaged and everything, but, you know, and his mother was there with us. And
that was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, how embarrassing. You know, because I've never had a sexually transmitted disease, and I know that that can happen to anybody. But I was horrified. And they have misdiagnosed me with having cancer. One point in time, they told me I had cervical cancer, and I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, and they kept going in and burning off lesions. It wasn't cervical cancer. Finally, I made them stop. First of all, I thought I was going to maybe lose the baby. And, you know, they don't numb you up or anything when they do this.
Wow.
And, well, remember, Kim went through the same thing. She went through the same thing when she was pregnant with Emma, and I made them stop.
Yep.
And you know, it turned out to be nothing. But they've diagnosed that. Ovarian cancer and breast cancer. And it doesn't feel right. You know, I'm not going to worry about this supposed liver lesion, that they might have maybe seen something. Because even the CAT scan, the CT scan tech said she wasn't sure she had gotten the right amount of contrast dye in me. So, you know, I mean, the more I think about it, it's like, that's just a debacle. I will never go back to that hospital, and I don't want to have anything to do with that whole group of doctors. They might be the best doctors in the world, but I don't like. For me, the whole setup is not comfortable. And I feel like me and my doctor have to work as a team. But my doctor has to be respectful too when I say that I don't want this test or I don't want that test. Have me sign whatever fucking piece of paper you want in the whole world that says that I chose not to have this test. So that 6 months down the road, if it turns out that I have some kind of cancer or something, that you're like, you signed it, you didn't want to have the test. And I'll go, you're right. You know, but, you know, to tell a patient that if you don't agree that you're going to have all these extra tests, that you're not going to have them as a patient, well, I'm going to tell you, shove it up your ass. I'll go find another doctor. You're not God. I'm very respectful to my doctors, so don't get that wrong. I'm super, super nice to my nurses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mean. Never said a harsh word when I left AMA. Super nice. Told them what a great job the nurses had done and stuff. You know, but don't play God with me and, you know, the doctors and like that. I have never been to a hospital before where when you go in for an initial thing and they find out that no, that's okay, and then they discover you have good insurance, and all of a sudden they want to run all these other tests. And then they said to us that if I left that night and didn't agree to be admitted, I'd have to leave AMA at that point. Weren't you kind of shocked that they said that? And it's like, what the frick? So if I don't agree to be admitted so you can do an MRI, because first of all, you're dumb enough to not check my records when it clearly stated how much I weighed. Dumb enough, point two, to see my size and not go, maybe we should check. You know, and insist I have to be put in for this MRI because you act like it's life-threatening, because first it's turned out to be, quote, a large mass between my adrenal gland and my kidney. Then it moved to my kidney as a mass. Then it moves later on down the road to a lesion on my liver. Then to, when I asked the size, oh, it's small. We're really not even sure if it's there or not. But we think we might see. Really? Well, then you think you might see that I don't need, it's my finances,
Mm-hmm.
And my time and stuff. And I know they don't give two diddly shits, but I got a house to run here. My husband, he's capable, but we've been married so long and stuff. Some of the stuff he's kind of bewildered about. I mean, and he isn't feeling the greatest, guys. We haven't really said too much because he didn't say too much to me, but he's not feeling real hot. He's off his diabetic meds and stuff. He's super tired. He's got some stuff going on at work that's stressful that we're not going to talk about. But, it's stressful for him and stuff. And that has nothing to do with him having to leave the other night. But I think the other one's in there, hon.
Okay, I'll grab it.
But it just really gets to me that I don't know what happened to, it's really sad to see that medicine has become a big corporate money-making machine, and I don't like the whole setting of the big medical groups and stuff. I prefer to have, my doctor who I see. It's like the PA that we were seeing, and where we're going to go back to. And, there was a big office mix-up when we were going and stuff, and maybe it was her assistant that was messing up. I have a feeling maybe that might have been it. But, we really liked her. She didn't push us with tests and stuff. Because I can only handle so much medical stuff at a time. I want to get in and I want to get my diabetes regulated. I want to get over whatever infections I've got going on in some different parts of my body and, that kind of stuff. And then we'll address other stuff down the road. So that's what our game plan is. Like I said, Brad was relieved too. I felt like it wasn't going to probably be a good meeting with me and the doctor because I'd left AMA and, he might have gotten real pissy about it. And then I would have gotten real pissy back. And, because I'm not afraid to walk. I fired quite a few doctors in my life because of malpractice and stuff. And not all of them, but just a few. I used to go to this one place that basically it was all the residents and stuff. And they're the ones that kept misdiagnosing me repeatedly. And then I had a heart doctor who sat there and made me feel like for 6 months I could die at any point in time. I'm on nitro. Yeah. He's like, don't do anything, and stuff. Finally got tired of it, went to another heart doctor who could do the stress test with the chemicals and diagnosed it with a mitral valve prolapse. And, they've checked it over the years and it's not leaking or anything. End of story. So, don't be afraid to stand up for your rights, guys. And I do have to say one thing, though, for that group of doctors. I was never treated poorly because of my size. And I know that's a big issue for a lot of us. But from the nursing staff on, everybody was very, very nice.
Yeah, they were.
They did not treat me like I was less than at all and stuff. Because, you get scared to go in because you don't know how you're going to be treated. So, that's one thing I have to say. But that's all I have to say about that. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that go to them that love them and wouldn't go anywhere else. And, everybody has to find what fits them right. Fits them the right way. So, you have anything else to say, hon?
No, you covered it.
But,
well, when I was younger, under 20, I refused to go to the doctor because I felt like, especially that one, which doctor I'm talking about, especially with him, that no matter what was wrong with me, it was always because I was fat.
Well, and it was scary. This doctor, because I ended up going to him too, when Brad and I got together. Brad would go into the office. He would call Brad by his father's name. it made you wonder if the man even had the right file.
Yeah.
You know, this is so long ago before everything was digital, by the way. But, you know, yeah. I mean, I've had some good doctors. I've had some great doctors. Absolutely, absolutely. We loved our last doctor in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great doctor. He
Yep.
was so great. And, I mean, he didn't push you on if you didn't want to have tests. He listened to you. You sat and talked with him. You know, we got to know him so well, we'd ask about how the kids were doing and everything else. You know, he knew us so well, and it was always funny because he'd go, well, you know, you're due for a pap and you're due for a mammogram. I'm like, I don't want to have them. Okay, well, I'm going to keep asking every time you come in. I'm like, okay, you do that. You know,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
really liked him.
but, you know, we're going to give this place another try and then see how we do on it, right?
Yep. Well, yeah, and I had stepped out of the room for a little bit. You know, the staff, 99% of the staff at the doctor we're going to go back to, 99% of them have been just absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah, they've been
You know,
great.
there's that one receptionist, but
Yeah, she didn't last very long.
no.
She was more, you could tell she thought that job was beneath her, and she was more concerned about
How she looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really young, though.
Yeah. But you know, everybody we've dealt with, other than her, and she even kind of warmed up to us a little bit after.
She did. I just kept complimenting her every time I went in.
Yep.
You know, about the hair and that makeup, and I butter them up.
Yeah. Oh, your nurse in the ER, did you already tell them about that?
Well, she was kind of cranky, okay?
Kind of.
She was kind of cranky, and so I butter her up. I complimented her on her shoes, and then a couple more times she come in, I complimented her on her hair clip. That really got her buttered up.
Oh,
She was all happy when I complimented her on that hair clip and asked her where she got it and
Yeah,
stuff.
she was.
Then she was gonna be my friend from then on.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, and boy, they really got you hopping and stuff, and you know, but like I said, they were really nice to me and stuff. But I wouldn't ever feel comfortable going back in there for a surgery or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank goodness there's lots of hospitals and up in Tallahassee and stuff. And like I said, going to the doctor we're going to go back to, I'm very comfortable taking Brad to work if I have a doctor's appointment and going there by myself and then picking him up and stuff. So that's great.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's all good. Are you getting out our knives?
Yep, I'm playing with the knives.
Okay, he's anxious to put that stuff up. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sorry these videos are so long. But remember, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. Thank you again so much, Vicki. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Not Sunshine Jennifer Cook, but the other one. And thank you so much to Kaya. And if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. You know, and I'll text you later. But oh, a couple other updates. Yes, we got back last week. Brad got a call from the Panacea post office, and we got back the Wyoming box, which really puzzled me because I even got the address from the lady. I got a confirmation email, and in fact, on the box it says her name, attention, and her name. And so we got that back. So Brad's going to work on probably tomorrow. He's going to do some calling and find out from them if she gave us a wrong address. Maybe I put the wrong address down, and then we're going to send it back out. And if we can't get a hold of them, we're going to pick a different spot in Wyoming. And yeah, I know it sucks. We're going to have to double pay on the postage, but, you know, this is a commitment we made. And also, Lynn, your package is going out tomorrow. And also, the hats for Alabama are going out tomorrow. So, we're still trucking. So, we'll pray that the health continues to do okay. I feel okay. I feel very sore today. We're kind of waiting because our platforms are out for delivery today. And that'll be nice. And what's something else that what did I open up for mail, hon? I can't remember. I opened up an envelope with something.
Oh, I don't know.
Where's the mail? It's right down there. What's in that 3M thing, huh?
This thing here.
Yeah.
That was from Angie.
Oh, Angie, the cookbook came in. I won that crockpot cookbook. It's a 5-ingredient or less.
Oh, cool.
Cookbook for crockpot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mary Jacinto, for your card. And there was somebody else. Oh, Stacy Jean. And I don't know if you watch my videos or not. But thank you for the Scentsy samples. She puts them like on felt and stuff that always smells so good. I like to take them and just stick them in a drawer and stuff. But, so thank you all so much. And that's all I have to say. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.